Okay, Lofty, let's get moving. Left a bit, right a little. Okay, straight down. Be careful now. There. Phew. What have you got today, Bob? My favourite, bun. Oh, whoa, whoa! Quick, Lofty! It's blowing away! After it!
This video presents the new features of version 5.12 of Track of the Day. Have fun! Track of the Day is a Windows application that can be obtained and updated via the Microsoft Windows Store app. To update to version 5.12, open the Windows Store and click on the library in the bottom left. All updates are now displayed here and can be downloaded and installed fully automatically. In version 5.12, many existing functions have been expanded and improved. During development, there were many beta versions and everything was tested intensively by Basecamp experts JÖRG and UWE. In daily video chats, we discussed test results and coordinated further steps. At this point, I would like to thank you very much for your support. Let's get to the changes. In the Garmin world, a distinction is made between via and shaping points. Via points mark individual places along a route that you would like to visit. If you leave a planned route, Garmin navigation devices always try to find your way back to the next via point. Only when a via point is skipped manually does it continue to the next route point. Via points should therefore only be set where you actually want to stop and take a break. In order to define the exact course, i.e. to give a route its shape, there are the shaping points. Shaping points are taken into account when calculating the route and are automatically skipped along the way without an alarm. In order for a route to be driven as planned, you have to enrich it with a lot of shaping points, which can be really tedious. So that the mouse doesn't burn up or the index finger doesn't bleed, there is a refine route function in Track of the Day. Here you can see how the automatic insertion of many shaping points works. For example, if you fill a 300-kilometer route with 100 shaping points, the sections between the route points are now about 3 kilometers. This leaves navigation devices with little scope to find creatively nonsensical detours. In order for planned routes to be calculated correctly on the navigation device, you should switch off all types of optimization and explicitly allow ferries, motorways, toll roads, etc. If a route is well planned and enriched with a sufficient number of shaping points, such route guidance options are completely superfluous and do more harm than good. So, away with it. In Garmin Basecamp, setting many route points and deciding whether via or shaping point is an annoying matter. In Track of the Day, therefore, is the AutoShaping, which has been improved again with version 5.12. AutoShaping is based on the rule, only points with a pause are a via point. This is important and should definitely be internalized. Points where you don't want to stop have no break and are therefore automatically a shaping point. With AutoShaping enabled, break times are automatically assigned, turning route points into via points where you want to stop along the way. So to make a shaping point a via point, you add a rest. If you delete the pause of a via point, it automatically becomes a shaping point again. If a stop is created via a POI, via points are automatically created with a 5-minute break. In addition, the name of the POI is adopted in the route point. If you keep the Control key pressed, a new route point is appended to the selected route with each mouse click. If a route is repeatedly extended, AutoShaping automatically changes the penultimate route point into a shaping point. Shaping points can also be inserted into a route with Ctrl plus Shift. Auto-shaping can also be disabled or set to manual mode in the application settings, in the route editor and in the Refine Route dialog. If the manual mode is active, you can all stations convert route to via or shaping points in one shot. If you click on the loudspeaker symbol, you can also switch individual points in a targeted manner. The travel day splitting function for dividing long routes into daily stages has been extensively revised. All via and shaping points are now preserved when splitting complex routes. An exciting feature that was introduced with version 5.11 is the POI LiveView. This feature displays a list of POIs that have been added to the main map from the database. To keep track of many POIs, you can filter this list by POI category. If you zoom or move the map, the POI LiveView automatically only shows the POIs in the current map section. You can use the buttons at the top to search for suitable POIs in the local database, change the display on the map, delete POIs in the map section or outside of it, and much more. If you pull the POI LiveView a little wider, symbols appear with which you can remove individual POIs from the map or permanently delete them. All POIs can also be quickly attached to a route or inserted as a via point. With version 5.12, the POI LiveView has been expanded so that new POIs are recorded immediately without a refresh. The filter function uses a full-text search. If you know the approximate name of a POI, you can find it very quickly. To the right of the full-text search there is a list with the maximum distances from POIs along a route. If you click on the thumbs up button, all POIs that are too far from the route are deleted from the map. There are many POIs listed on Michelin maps, and many users have asked for a feature to quickly add these POIs. The new POI Quick Search now makes this possible. Clicking on the map with the left mouse button while holding down the Shift key searches for POIs within a radius of 100 meters. If one or more POIs are found, the POI with the shortest distance to the mouse click is displayed. You can now take a closer look at this POI with Google Street View, import it into the local database or integrate it directly into the route. In version 5.12, the virtual garage and the routing profiles have also been revised. You are now better protected against operating errors. In order to simplify the handling of many routes for users of navigation devices such as the BMW Motorrad Navigator VI, the date and time of departure are now written to the GPX files. The prerequisite for this to work is that you export all routes to your navigator in optimized mode. Okay folks, that's it for today. If you find an error or have change requests, please use the contact form. All requests are dealt with promptly and this service is completely free. Thank you very much for watching. See you soon and bye-bye.
I'm working on it.
Rotate 90 degrees counterclock. Does anybody speak German?